Hi everybody, Tony Proctor here. Just want to give you some tips and tricks on working from home. A couple things I want to show you here is how to set up your computer for your audio and your microphone so you can attend meetings and call others in the organization. Also want to make sure you can access your personal files and the files that you're using with your team, as well as how to get help, just in case you get stuck before you have to call the help desk. Alright, so stick around. Thank you. How to get help in Microsoft Teams. Once you've opened up Microsoft Teams, you can come down here to the lower left and click on Help. There's a couple different ways to look at it. It all comes up pretty much the same. I usually click on Training because I like videos. And this one allows you to get to a video that's specifically for what you're doing. Now, if you want to look at the topics, you also have the ability to read these articles as well. And here's lots of different ones here for you. So remember, lower left-hand corner, click Help to get exactly what you need. Changing your picture and understanding status. The first thing you're going to want to do is up here at the top, I want you to click on your icon. Up here you can change your picture, but you can also see the different statuses that are available. Just remember, if you go to contact somebody else and you see Do Not Disturb, don't send them a message. It won't pop up on your screen, but they're not going to get that message. You can also set your status message in case you want to say that you're going to be out of the office or something like that. Configuring your microphone and your audio. The most important thing you're going to want to do before you start having meetings is come up here, click on your icon, or it might be just your initials. Click on that, come right here to where it says Settings, click on your settings, and then go to your devices. This is where you're going to set up your audio device, which is going to be your speakers, your microphone. Make sure you select that and test it out. Also set up your camera so that everybody can see you, and then when you're done with that, go and click on where it says Make a Test Call, and it'll walk you through all the steps, and you'll be able to hear your audio recording to make sure everything's working. And if not, you might have to do that a couple times until you get the right setup. Setting up your OneDrive. The next thing you're going to want to do is set up your OneDrive. OneDrive is very similar to what you would have for your My Documents or your desktop, except now it's going to be in the cloud, but it's going to look like it's still on your computer. All you're going to do is come over to MS Teams, click on where it says Files. From Files, you're going to click on where it says OneDrive. Again, this is in the cloud, but it's also on your computer. You're going to want to click up here where it says Sync. Once it's synced up, you'll be able to open up File Explorer and see the exact same documents right there. Beginning to use chat. Now that we've got everything configured, we can actually start to interact with others. I usually start with the chat. As you remember from what we were learning earlier, I can see exactly who is in the office, who's out of the office, and who's actually in a meeting. So if I wanted to contact somebody, I can click up here and create a new chat. And if I've already been chatting with them in the past, that'll already pull up. Just click down here to type a new message. I can also attach files. If you want to do GIFs or something like that to make it kind of fun, you can do that as well. And then if I want, I can click up next to that person's name, and then I can pin it. And then I've got my special one. So here's all my recent, all my pinned are the ones that people that I interact with often. That way I don't have to go searching for those. If I want to have a conversation with that person, all I have to do is up here at the top right, I can do a video call with them. I can call them directly from my computer that I just set up earlier, or I could call them and then share my screen with them. If I want to add additional people, I can do that as well. Now remember, if you forget what you're supposed to be doing and you get stuck, come down here to the help, click on your training. You can just type in chat and it'll take you right there, and you can learn all the different topics about chat. Making calls. Very similar to what we did with chat, we also have calls right over here. Just click on calls, and then you can contact anybody you want, just like you did from chat. Once you've got them, you can add them to your speed dial or your favorites, and then you can actually call them directly. So all we'd have to do right here was click on that person's name, and it calls them right from my desktop. Setting up for meetings. Another feature within Microsoft Teams is your calendar. This is just like your Outlook, where you can actually create a new meeting right here, or if you want to meet with just one person, just click on Meet Now. The only other thing to remember is if you need to set up a meeting that has a conference room, you just open up Outlook, click on New Teams meeting, then you would fill it out with that conference room to request it. Everything else is going to be just the same back in Microsoft Teams. Joining meetings. One of the features I really like is looking at my calendar and being able to quickly just click on join to get into a meeting. I don't have to do a dial-up. I can turn on or off my video. I can mute myself, and then I just hit join. Now I'm in the meeting and I've got the ability to, again, turn on or off my camera, mute myself. If I want to share my screen with others, if I want to have a conversation with people in the meeting, we can do that. Or if I want to see who's actually going to show up, I can click on this button. Another nice feature is I can go in and get my meeting notes. From my meeting notes, I can start putting what my agenda is going to be for that meeting. Then I've got a notes tab. It has those same things, but I've also got a whiteboard feature here that I can use, that I can add for everybody else to be able to see in my meeting so they can actually dialogue with me. So with this one, if I said, hey, I really want us to focus on this today, we could dialogue with that and take notes all at the same time, and it sticks with that meeting. When I'm ready to hang up, all I have to do is click on hang up and I'm done with that meeting. Sharing your files during a chat or a meeting. The biggest challenge that people have during meetings or during chat is how to share their files or how to share their screen. To do this from chat or a meeting, click to share. From there, select if you want to share your desktop, a window, or a specific file. If you have multiple screens, you can use desktop and select which screen you want to use. Window is for a specific application. You can share a specific file, whether it's PowerPoint, Excel, or Word, or browse to select a specific file. If you do choose a specific file, you'll have a red border that will surround that area, and only that area will be shown. To switch to a different application, hit share, and then select your desktop, window, or application. Microsoft Teams for mobile users. And if you're a mobile user, you get all the same features, just like you do. You get your calendar, you get your chat, you get to join meetings. It's all right there. To wrap this video up, remember, just go to MS Teams at the lower left-hand corner, click on Help, click on Training or Topics. If you're interested in finding out what's new, you can always click on What's New, but you can get all your answers right there. Hope this helped.